Hi, I have a tag video today and it's a very special tag because it's created by two lovely booktubers, Cerys at Browsing for Books and Lily at Lily Eleanor Reads. This tag is called, wait, what's it called? This tag is called the It's a New Year book tag, and it's all about, well, the new year, obviously. Going into a new year, it's about kind of setting goals and shouting out some of your favourite creators and things like that. And it's a really nice tag, so I wanted to get involved with it. I wasn't tagged, but I'm just jumping on it anyway because why not? So question 1 is, do you do the Goodreads challenge? If so, what is your goal for 2020? I always do the Goodreads challenge. Whether I kind of fail it or pass it or not is a different story, but I always set a goal anyway. I don't particularly pay a lot of attention to it. Like, I know a lot of people find it a lot of pressure to like stick to, but I've never really thought that. I just kind of set it, forget it's there, and then get a notification saying, hooray, you've completed the challenge. And I'm just like, oh, nice. Forgot I did it, but never mind. So I will end up doing it again for 2020 probably. I think my goal for 2020 is going to be 52 books, so one a week. I set my goal as like 32, I think, for 2019, and it was a mental year. Like, I did so much in one year, it was crazy. So I was kind of glad even just to get past my 32 goal, like just to get past my goal of 32 books. So for 2020, because I'm really into reading at the moment, like I'm doing it all the time, like any spare time I'm spending reading, which is amazing. Like, it feels so good to be kind of back on my reading game at the moment after having so many slumps in 2019. So yeah, I'm gonna set a goal of 52 books, so one a week for 2020. Question 2 is, what are some other reading goals or challenges you're setting yourself? I don't know if I'm really setting any challenges. I don't tend to do reading challenges anyway. I've never really been one to do readathons or like actual planned book challenges, because I know I just probably won't stick to them. Like, I'm so busy throughout the week that I never have time to do big readathons. I never really have the time to just sit and read for that long. I tend to just read like before bed, or if I do have a weekend where I don't have a lot of plans, that sometimes I might sit and read for a while. But yeah, so I'm not really sure if there's any challenges that I'm gonna do. I guess my thing for 2020 is just to carry on what I've started in 2019, which is to set myself a TBR each month, because I'm finding it really useful. I know a lot of people don't like sticking to TBRs because they're more of like a mood reader, but I have found it since about October. I've been sticking to TBRs and I find it really useful. Like, I've read so much more because I have a list of the books in front of me that I want to read. So I guess my challenge to myself is just to keep sticking to my TBR and to make sure that I read all my books on time. Like, if I've got arcs and stuff, make sure I actually read them on time. I guess that's about it. I'm gonna be setting myself some reading challenges this year, for my YouTube channel. So I have been really inspired recently by people like Books and Lala, where they do, like, she does a lot of really cool reading challenges that are themed. So ones where like reading her childhood favourites and reading, I don't know, a TBR that other people have picked or whatever. So I've got a few ideas for things I'm gonna do like that I might do maybe every couple of months or something, because it does take a lot of reading, so I'm not gonna be able to do them like every month. But I have started one now, actually. It might be up soon, but I will see. But that first one is going to be coming very soon. Number 3, what is a reading habit you want to leave in 2019, and what is one you want to carry forward into 2020? I don't really think I have any bad reading habits that I want to leave. I don't know. I guess a habit is putting a book down for ages and not going back to it, but then I haven't really done that very much this year. Like, I did it a lot in previous years where I put a book down for ages and don't end up picking it back up for months, but I don't know. I don't think I've really got any like bad habits that I need to leave behind. Maybe as I carry on reading I'll realise that I do, but I'm not sure. Habits for 2020. I want to read every day, even if I just read a chapter or like 10 pages or whatever. I do want to try and read every day so I can get through books a lot quicker. Weekends, I want to start kind of dedicating a lot more time on weekends to reading rather than just sitting there watching YouTube or whatever like I always end up doing. I'd love to spend a lot more time getting through books and like spending my weekends reading a lot more books. I know this isn't really reading, but I do really want to get into my YouTube channel a lot more and do a lot more content that I love. But yeah, I'm not really one for habits as such, so I don't know. Number 4, do you use any other method of tracking your reading other than Goodreads? I do. I have, like in a couple of months ago, I started a reading journal. I do it on my iPad though. I don't have like a physical like notebook that I do it in. I really want to put a video up soon. If I haven't already, I know I am planning to do a video where I show my whole journal. I'm not sure if it'll be up by the time, like before I put this video up, because I have no idea what order my videos are going up yet. I need to actually organise myself. But yeah, let me just show you here. I have a reading journal on my iPad and it has new releases, so I'm kind of like keeping track of any books that are coming out it was like throughout the whole of 2019 and then the rest of into 2020. I have a big list of books that I read in 2019 with their star ratings, like a tally chart of the kind of thing that I was reading, and then I would write down like my TBR, any books that I bought that month, and then a little graph of all the pages I read that month. And that's it really, that's what I track in my journal. And it's been a lot of fun to do it, and especially I think my favourite thing to do is track the pages read. You end up with like a really cool looking graph. I don't know if you can see this, but you end up with a graph that looks really cool with like all of the pages that I've read each day. So yeah, I definitely want to carry on using this. I've already set up my my journal for 2020, and yeah, I'm really enjoying using it to track my reading, so I'm going to carry on doing that. Question 5. Did you get any books for the holidays you want to prioritise in the new year? I actually didn't get any like fiction books for Christmas, which I think is a new thing. I didn't ask for any this year. Usually I have like a huge list of books that I ask for Christmas, and also my birthday is 2 days after Christmas as well. But I didn't ask for any this year because I'm genuinely happy with the books that I own so far. Like I have just cleared out a ton of books. I posted a video a few weeks ago where I did like a massive like 60 book unhaul, and I want to be more careful this year with the books that I am kind of bringing in. I actually want to read more books than I'm buying. So I didn't ask for any this year for Christmas. The books that I did get were like play scripts for shows that I really love. So I got the script for Next to Normal, it was on Broadway like years ago now, and it's my favourite show ever, and I got the script and like the lyrics for that, which is really cool. And then I also got the script for Amelia, which was a play that was in the West End this year. I adored it so much, and this script, I'm so excited to read it because it has some really good monologues, like proper powerful monologues about like female empowerment and patriarchy and stuff. So I can't wait to kind of get a highlighter to that and highlight all the really good monologues. And then I also got this book, which I just love so much. It's from the show Parks and Rec, and I've started reading this. I think I've read like 70 pages of it, and it's just so funny. I love it so much. But yeah, apart from these, I didn't really get any, like I didn't ask for any fiction books for Christmas this year, and I feel completely okay about that. So it means that I don't have all these new books for Christmas that I feel like I should be reading. I mean, it means that I can kind of prioritise books that are already on my shelf, which I really need to start doing. Number 6, what will be or what was your first read of the new year and how did you decide? So as I said, I'm not sure when this video is going up. I think it might go up maybe a week or so after I've recorded it. I'm currently reading The Starless Sea, which is here. I've read about 195 pages of it and I'm loving it so far. I love it so much. And I'm hoping to finish that like before the new year, but if that doesn't happen, because I've also just started a reading challenge for a video, if that doesn't happen, then I'm happy to just kind of like finish it after the new year. So my first book that I might finish in the new year is Starless Sea, if I don't finish it before the new year. But hang on, because of my reading journal, I can show you my exact TBR for January. My January TBR, I have Paper Avalanche by Lisa Williamson because I am on the blog tour for it on 9th of January, so I need to read that and review it for the blog tour. I have Cerys by Madeline Miller because I'm reading it for my book club. Northern Lights by Philip Pullman because, again, it's for my another book club. I have my own young adult book club that I run, and for January we're doing Northern Lights, and I also really want to watch the BBC TV show, so I can't wait to get that read. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo because if you haven't seen my video by now where I raved about why Six of Crows has changed my life, I want to start reading the Grisha books like as soon as possible, so Shadow and Bone is on my list. I want to read The Prisoner of Azkaban because at the moment I'm doing a Harry Potter reread where I reread a book each month. So I've just done, in November I read Philosopher's Stone, and in December I've just finished The Chamber of Secrets recently. So January will be The Prisoner of Azkaban. And then I have a couple of arcs on the list that come out in like January or February, so I want to get those read soon. And they are Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera and The Sky Is Mine by Amy Beshel. So that's my whole TBR for January. I guess the first one I'm going to read is Paper Avalanche because I want to make sure that I've read it on time to get my review done for my blog tour. So question 7, are there any series you want to continue or finish this year? Yes, I'm not too kind of desperate to finish these series. Like, they're ones that I would like to, but I'm not massively desperate to finish them. One of them is the Caraval series, so I have I've only read Caraval and I read that ages ago, like 2018 maybe. So I really want to read Legendary and Finale, so they will definitely be on my TBR at some point this year. I'm not sure when. I really want to carry on with the Morganville Vampires series at some point this year. I read like 8 books in the series. I have them all. There's like 15 books or something. I have them all. I read 8 books years ago, like 2013 or something I read them. And then I just stopped, and I don't know why. I just stopped reading them. So I really want to catch up with that series at some point. But that's kind of not a big priority. Obviously Harry Potter, I'm carrying on with my reread this year and I'm reading 1 a month. Apart from that, I mean, I'm going to start Shadow and Bone hopefully this month. But yeah, I don't really have any series on the go at the moment that I'm really desperate to finish. So it's just ones that I would like to finish this year at some point, but I'm not sure when I'll get to them. Number 8. Whose content are you most excited to watch going into the new year? I tweeted the other day, yesterday even, with some people that are my favourite booktubers at the moment. They're the ones that I'm the most inspired by at the moment. Books and Lala is one of them. Her videos are just my favourite at the moment. I love her videos so much. She's one of the people I actually like sit and wait for her next video to come out because I love them. I love the kind of challenge element in her videos. And I just think her videos are there's just something about them that feels so unique and I love them. Yeah, there's just so many people that I haven't watched BookTube a lot this year. I feel like I should watch a lot more of it. But yeah, there are just so many people whose channels I love. I might post, if I remember, I'll put some of my favourite channels in the description, just kind of like as a shout out that you should go and check out because they're all great. Number 9, are there any readathons you're anticipating or want to participate in 2020? As I already said earlier, I don't really do readathons because I just won't keep up with them. I just don't have the time to read them, like to kind of get involved. One thing I am sort of involved with is I'm in a massive Discord group chat with tons of other bloggers who all want to read the Shadow and Bone books this year. or just kind of like all the Grishaverse books ready for the Netflix series coming out, which I'm so excited for. So that's kind of like a massive buddy read, I guess, more than a readathon, because there's no time limit. We're just kind of reading one book a month. Yeah, Shadow and Bone will be in January, and then the rest of the Shadow and Bone books will follow that. So I guess that's kind of one, but yeah, apart from that, readathons aren't really my thing, just because I never have the time to get involved in them. Number 10, what 2020 debut novels are you looking forward to? Debut novels? Oh my god, okay. I should probably have thought about this before I started recording the video. I am so out of touch with 2020 releases. I feel like as a blogger I should probably be more up to date with what's coming out, but I was going to say the new Hunger Games book, but that isn't a debut. I'm excited for the next Heartstopper book, but again, not a debut. There's a book coming out published by Walker in July, and that is called Blood Moon by Lucy Cuthew. And it's a novel in verse, which I love, like that's my thing. So I'm excited for that. I'm pretty sure that's a debut, I assume it is. I've got quite a few anticipated books that aren't debuts. I should probably be more up to date with debut authors. Yeah, that was a really crap answer. I'm sorry. And number 11, which is the last question. Shout out a smaller creator that you discovered in 2019 that you're excited to see more of in the new year. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with BookTube very much, but I am subscribed to quite a few people that I think started this year. One person that I am kind of rooting for at the moment because she's doing so well is Cerys, who co-wrote this tag. I think she started her channel in 2019, and at this point she's got like 650 subscribers, I think, and she's doing so well. Like, it's great as well because she's a local booktuber to me. She's in Swansea and I'm in Newport, which is like maybe 40 minutes away from Swansea. She's just so lovely and she's doing so well with her channel. So Cerys is one you should go and check her out because she created this tag along with Lily. Lily is another one who I love as well. Everyone's just doing so well. I just love them all. If there's any others that I remember, because I'm really bad at thinking of people off the top of my head, but if there's any others that I remember, I'll put their links to their channels in the description of this video. Go and check them out because I think it's so important to support the smaller booktubers because there are so many out there. It's so hard for smaller booktubers to kind of get their voices heard. I'm struggling with this a lot at the moment, so yeah, go and check them out. Cerys and Lily also tagged tons of booktubers in their videos, so I'll link both of their original videos in the comments, in the description. So if you go to their videos and just look at all of the different people they've tagged in their descriptions, there are tons of smaller booktubers there that are definitely worth subscribing to. I think I'm going to go through and just subscribe to them all. So there you go. That was the It's a New Year book tag. I am going to tag some people who, they're not all booktubers, some of them are bloggers, but I will put the links in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful 2020. I hope your 2019 was great. If it wasn't great, I hope that you can put it behind you and have a really good year. And I hope you read a lot and find some new favourite books and everyone is happy. And I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!